to be a creator, but not now, not yesterday, but hopefully for what's going on tomorrow and next year. Because as independent creators, if we try to stay on the top of the wave, we're going to be behind. So we're trying to be ahead of the wave at Creator Lab. This is NumOspect. I'm Trevor. Below me, next to me is Bree and Topaz and Amy, and we are live in our digital studio and coming to you from all different parts of the world. I'm in San Diego. Bree, where the heck are you?
I'm in Minnesota.
How you pass it along?
Topaz, where are you?
Hot potato.
California.
Woo!
Hot potato.
Pass it to Amy. Amy, where are you?
I'm in Maine.
Maine? Are you grounded?
I am.
What?
Not today, I think. Not today, but generally grounded, yes.
Well, since Trevor's from California, I'm going to break it down. I'm from San Rafael, California.
Ooh.
And I'm from San Diego. San Rafael, just for context, that's probably what, like about 54 hours from here? I have no idea. Like, how far is it approximately to Mexico for you? It's about where I am.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Talking to me?
Well,
talking to me.
Everybody must drive to me. How far is it for you to get to me now?
Probably about 5 hours.
Okay.
3 days.
It's downhill for her. So Topaz got downhill ride. It takes longer for me to get up there because it's uphill, you know? It's north.
That's true.
That's what my grandpa always used to say. When he'd go to Florida, he'd say it takes longer to get back. It's the little humor. Today is an exciting day though, because Bree is teed up to burst with this project. She has been very, very stoked about it. So I want her to introduce everything that is this project that I'm just tagging along for. So I'll turn it over to Bree and Amy and Topaz, and I'll just do whatever you need me to do. I'm here for it.
Thanks. Well, I first want to give a shout out to Omar, who's in our chat over on YouTube. Hey, Omar, glad to have you here. Let us know where you're at, as we all kind of share that. We are going to be talking about our Creator Nexus. We've kind of come up with our name. I think we're pretty good with the name at this point. And the Creator Nexus is a way to connect networks of content creators and give them a place to come together and get more visibility, work on some collaborations, and do some ad revenue share. So that's what this project is all about. We are just launching it. It will be available to everyone, hopefully by the end of this week, but I'm giving you a preview today. And this is the website page that Trevor has built. So basically this is a welcome to the page. Obviously you can see it's still our project information because we are finishing it all up at this point, but all of our networks will be listed on the top here. So you'll see who we're working with. These are just everything is just a placeholder right now because we haven't opened it up to people yet. Got a little testimonial on NumOspect, which is our group. We are NumOspect Media, numerous perspectives, and the Creator Lab is where we develop and learn. And then this will be our first network spot where we will list, and these will go. We can hold, I don't know, 100 people in each one of these, but each of these squares will be a podcast or a channel or a show, and we will be having your artwork here. We're going to go with the 300 by 300. This is a space for 300 by 400. That is the size of this image. But what I don't want to have happen is have words across your imagery. So I will put a complementary background around your square image so that it fits nicely on the top here. And then it will have the name of whatever it is that you have created content with. For Amy, it would be Grounded in Maine, and then it would be by Amy Fagan. And then there will also be a small space for a 1-sentence description. We are going to try to keep it nice and clean and easy. So you only going to get a very short sentence to put your description, a little tiny bit about what we can expect. So hers would be sustainability and all things Amy Fagan in her description. And so when they click on this image, it will take them to Grounded in Maine or take it to your content. It is a way for people to discover you. And then we're going to have a bunch of different networks on here. There will be a little bit of information about what we do here at NumOspect. If you want to learn more, Trevor and I are going to talk about having video on the page because it will slow it down. Here's another network. There will be a few ads that will help pay for this page. You do not have to pay anything to be a part of it, which is amazing. We want you to come in for free. We're just going to sell a few little ad spaces to pay for it and cover our costs on it. And that is about it. So there will be lots of spaces here. There'll be a little bit about NumOspect and some ads on the page. Any questions? What do you think? What do you guys think so far? I can't hear you, Topaz.
Say down at the bottom, a description. What do you mean by that? I mean, what are you saying? A sentence or
a sentence? Yep, that just says like Pizzazz with Topaz. It'll be music, interviews, hot topics, or trending, Hollywood news. Just something simple so people will understand what Pizzazz with Topaz is about.
In addition to the artwork. So yeah, you also, you're not just working with one phrase, but you really have, Topaz is a good question. You have the artwork. So whatever goes in the artwork, which would typically be like the name of the show plus your name. So theoretically, you could use the bottom lines to use it for extra space, to write more about your show, because you could be creative with how you use that space, I would think, right, Bree? Like, I feel like a lot of artwork has your name in it anyway. So
yes,
it should. Just thinking out loud.
Yeah, if you're a podcaster, it's going to be the same size artwork that you send to Apple and for iTunes. They have a requirement. It's a square image, and you want to make sure it's nice and clear and easy to read. So it could be just your podcast cover art. But for those in different worlds and realms, that's why I put it as a square. If you have a YouTube channel that you're wanting, that's what you want to use, then you need to make sure that it is in a square 300 by 300 size for us so that we can fit it in here easily. Yeah. That's what that is. And that'll give everybody a pretty good, I should probably have put someone's square in there and that would have made it easier to understand.
Well, you could go to the homepage and probably see it. So this page in particular needs a bunch of work. I mean, it needs
we're going to fill it with our Creator Lab people first. So then we'll have it. They'll have an idea of.
But like some of the other pages have this exact same format that works. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. What I could also do is literally just update it now while you continue to talk.
Sure.
I mean, we have all sorts of things we can talk about still. I think, but to that end, when you think about like the network thing, I feel like it's important to acknowledge like not only what we're doing with it, because we're really just trying to facilitate these relationships. I think like the point of it is to get more people in one place. Obviously, like the benefit to us is residually people might be looking at our website more, and that would be cool because we hope that we can exchange hyperlinks with people. So if we're going to give you a little promo on our places, it would just be cool if you would throw us in your places. And by doing that, I think we create all these really neat relationships with people. And they all sort of lead back to each other, which is kind of the point, because Joe's network, Blind Knowledge, is going to be real different than Podcast Directory's network. Now, they serve a similar audience. Same for, like Gordon's is super niche. He has a group, and he would be somebody that would be a great fit on this page too, but it's going to be super niche. Scoob, super niche with the group he might have. So there's all sorts of different ways to think about this. And I also see it as a place eventually where like teams might go too, like creator teams, because it's really like they become subgroups of our group in a way, and they're like their own little breakaways. Like Amy is doing a show with Scoob, and Scoob is doing a show with Topaz, and Bree is doing a show with everyone. Trevor does I don't know what Trevor does, but like you have all these cool opportunities to have breakaways, and I think this is a really neat place to put them, because whether you are a podcast directory with 20,000 members, or you're Tiffany Kane with a really established group, but like maybe not podcast directory level because it's not even the function of her group. It has a totally different function in our ecosystem. And I feel like bringing those places together, like not Breaker Nation. What's our new people, Topaz?
Soul Tracks.
Soul Tracks.
Okay.
Is that our new friends?
We have several new friends.
Oh.
Ooh.
Who are your new friends that we like? Because this is what the grouping is about, is like, let's bring groups in, because then groups can find groups, and you're already doing that.
Well, we have the artist. We have Caden Gordon, who has his own podcast show, which is country music. He's sending me a lot of good stuff. And then the Soul Tracks, that just blew my mind, because I've been trying them for the last 2 months. And I'm like, Nam Yoho Renge Kyo, let this happen. And I'm really excited. I can't wait.
Nice.
He wanted to meet this week, but I'd rather do it next week because I have to prepare. And
yeah,
the other girl will have to wait.
She's doing a show, isn't she?
Yeah. And I also was thinking this morning when you said have 2 on at a time would be really cool. So I'm gonna try 1, 2, and 3.
Perfect.
Yeah. Just to get that exposure and experience. And
yeah, I saw that. I saw your email come in to set up that appointment in July, and I won't know anything until after my doctor appointment today. So I didn't commit to anything yet. I'm waiting till this afternoon when if they set a date for surgery and stuff like that.
Okay.
I wanted to move quickly because I want to make sure we have time to just chat. So I'm going to go into the form that you will need to fill out to become to have your stuff on here. So let me share that really quick, and then we can all see what's happening with that. So this is the Creator Nexus application. Basic, very simple questions here, but I want to make sure I just explain what it is I'm talking about. So name, obviously, pronouns, your email, and then we go into type of content. Where do you want people to find you? Are you a network owner? Like Joe at Blind Knowledge would be a network owner. So he would get his own listing, but maybe I need to add this as network owner or group. So maybe I should do that. Network owner, group. There we go. We'll make it work. Or is it a channel on YouTube, Vimeo, that kind of thing? Is it a podcast? Is it a show somewhere? Maybe it's a TikTok even. I don't know. Miscellaneous, we can add that to wherever. So that's where you would just check and let us know where we're going to be, what we're looking at when you send us your information, because we won't be familiar with everybody. And the next question is, what network are you associated with, if any? So if you are signing up Topaz, then you would say, my network is NumOspect. And that just allows us to put you in each of those groupings in the correct place of where you want to be. Does that make it? I want to stop here and just say, are there any questions on that? Nope, we're good. Okay. So the next thing is the content title. What is the name of your show, podcast, channel? What is the title you want us to put on there? Simple question. And then a 1-sentence description. I should make this a short answer text because I really don't want it very long. There we go. So we want to keep it. Yeah, edit later. Thank you. I'm trying to keep up on it though. Here's the link that you want us to use, the link to your content. So when people click on your thing that is posted on our Creator Nexus, where do you want them to go? So we need a great link that you want us to add. Here's a place for cover art and a place to upload the file. You can add the file right here. So that makes it nice and easy, gives you the size, a nice square image. And then we get into the release agreement. So basically, this has got to be tweaked. Thank you, Trevor. This has got to be tweaked, but it basically says we have your permission to put you on our Creator Nexus page with a link and either your photo or your podcast or content cover art, and allows us to talk about it, because we'll go live on our shows and want to be able to bring that up and talk about what you're offering and promote you. So this just says you'll accept that. And then it also talks about allowing us to put it up there the way we pick the color and pick the font, kind of a thing. And then the last kind of portions of this just says that we will not be liable for anything that you do wrong. And we will not, if you screw up and use copyrighted material and get sued, that we will not be held liable for it. And when we promote you, you're not going to say we also help you avoid that. Yes. And then you just have to hit, I agree. It's a required thing. If you don't want to agree to it, you don't have to do it. You don't have to be part of it. We don't care, but we just want to make sure that we have your permission and that you understand this is what we're going to use it for. And so that we're going to have it on our page and we're going to help promote you. And that we'll also be talking about it. So that's it. That's the whole entire form. Pretty straightforward and simple. Are there any questions on it right now? Trevor says, yay, it's good. Cool. I love it. That's it. That's all I got. That's the whole kit and caboodle. Get it sent in, get it to us, and we will put you up in our Creator Nexus. We are going to start taking applications today or tomorrow, Trevor. We're about ready for it. I can't hear you.
Is that a question?
Are we ready to? Well, yeah, I want to get this put out.
What is the question?
The question is, will we be able to have this out today or tomorrow?
What is it out? Because I feel like it's done. I mean, the only thing that, right? What is left? You know it. I don't know. It's not my project. What is left? I'm not sure.
I think just tweaking the webpage just slightly. I don't know if we want to have live video in the middle of it. That was the only question.
If you want to make modifications to it, yeah, we can have that conversation.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want me to say. Like,
I just want to make sure that we're good with this. Like the application looks good and the page looks good where we want it, and then we'll post it. We're going to start in the Creator Lab and then start sending it out, because I'd love to start getting it filled with our creators so it's easy to see what it looks like for people.
Yeah, totally. I'm game for it. This page is just, I'm only the IT guy on this page. I don't want full ownership over the network page, because I have ownership over like the other 9 out of 10 pages. So I'm going to let you crush this one, because the Nexus thing I think is a really great idea. It's just not one I haven't invested time into thinking about it. I just want to execute it exactly how you want it, because I think it's a great idea. So
perfect. Thank you.
I just want to be on your team. I think that this is a really wonderful idea. I think it's going to bring a shit ton of people together. I think like Topaz's music groups, new and old, being on there with podcaster directory. I keep bringing them up because I think it's going to be so freaking powerful to get artists in touch with 10,000 different or even 3,000 different podcast hosts. I mean, that's what this page is going to become really quickly.
Yep.
Because with Joe on there, that's 20. I mean, Joe is 20 podcasters alone.
Yep.
So an artist like Venus immediately has access to all of them, so her manager can go in there and look at them and say, these are the ones that look like they fit for me. We have our friend Teresa, who's got the Latin B2B marketing business. Mm-hmm. I'm betting she has a group. That would be a fantastic group to have on there so people could connect with this really unique marketplace. So I think it's going to be totally overwhelming in a hurry, to be honest. But I also think that the way it's condensed gives us a ton of flexibility, because we can say, we only want your top 5 artists every month, or your top 5 featured. You know, we could put 100 of them on there, but like, let's maybe only put their highlighted ones as a concept, because if Trevor's managing that web information, I probably don't want a person's all 400 of their creators. I probably want their whatever they want to feature that month. But I think that it's still the best way, because Venus would be at the top of our list this month, for instance, but maybe not last month because she was still working through things. So yeah, I mean, I think this webpage is going to be, I think it's going to get crazy in a hurry, to be
I think it
honest.
is too.
It's more than a humdinger, I tell you that.
Thanks.
Amy, Topaz, how are you feeling about getting networks in the same place? And I have a really interesting question for y'all. Do you think that it's going to get competitive?
No.
Bree?
No.
Cool. I think it will,
Why would it be competitive?
because entrepreneurs are competitive.
But podcasters aren't.
Sure, but what do most podcasters want to be when they grow up? Business people. They want to quit their jobs and podcast full time, which is a business. So I do think that not every network will look at it the same, but some networks there's going to be tension, because as the podcast market meets the YouTube market, like, the YouTubers can get us money, right? But that's also going to make us hungry. We're going to want some of that. So I think I see a little competition coming out of this, which is totally what I want. I want it to be like a friendly competition all on one page. I think that could be so cool to have, like, networks pushing each other to develop their creators more, to set really high bars for themselves in terms of their delivery. So I'm really stoked as a leader of this group and of this company to have an opportunity to work with so many people through a page like this. So I couldn't put the concept together. So I think it's brilliant. I think it's so simple, but it's so cool.
Thanks.
Let's go Nexus.
I like it. Do you like the name, Topaz? I didn't get it's Creator Nexus.
Yeah, I saw your email. Creator Nexus is cool.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I wanted to have something that held
It's
a lot
cool.
of meaning. Yeah. Thanks. Cool. That is what I need.
It's the pinnacle of networking.
Ooh. There we go. Yeah, I see it as more, not as much a competition, but as a new way to collaborate and to connect. That's what I'm like. And I think I really liked your group ideas and like doing different things. And I think that could be a featured spot at the top with like new collabs that would come together, and then they get extra like space on the page to like be featured when people do like collaborations. I would like to see, so it's not as much a contest, but it's a, I'll get an extra spotlight when I'm working on collaborations, because we definitely want to feature that. Oh, that's cool. Hi, Scoob. I didn't see you in there.
Sorry, we have a new game. It's every time somebody says "come together," we're gonna sing that song. Every time you said "come together" twice, and the first time I put it in the chat, and Scoob picked up immediately, which is pretty funny. You just said "come together," and I thought about it, and then I looked in the chat.
That's awesome. Very cool. Very cool. I'm excited. Well, we have like 8 minutes left because I am a hard out today. I've got to go to the hospital at like 10 minutes after this ends. So what is everybody working on? What do people need some help with? What's happening that we can
we start with you, please?
With me?
Yep. What do you need help with? Because you're going through like a whole bunch of stuff. So let's start with BriCee today, just in case we only get one done. Because I want to make sure that the whole team and anybody watching, because we all love the hell out of you, that we are on your side. So please tell us from a business standpoint and a creator standpoint, what the hell can we do during this period that will help sustain your goals and your vision? Please tell us a couple things we can help you with, because we are on your team.
I mean, once we get this Creator Nexus put together and out, I would love for people to like get out there and connect with people. I know, Amy, you're so good at that. In fact, Joseph is coming on the show next week. Thank you very much. Joseph
Cool.
Bennett. He'll be here next Wednesday for the show. And I think we have Monday book with Alex, so that'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, if you know anybody that's either looking to be part of a network, or it has a network, or doesn't, they just have stuff and they might be interested in being part of this, spread the word. I'm hoping, I think we'll drop it tomorrow, because I will just be out of office all day to work on it. So I won't get to it till tonight. And I'll give you guys an update when I'm done with all of the stuff and the doctor makes any decisions and stuff. There's always hoops to jump through. So I'm hoping I've jumped through all of the hoops, but you never know. And then I will get it out by tomorrow. I want to get you guys on there. So please, 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 once you see it out, fill it out and get it put together. That means I have to work on artwork for Topaz. I know you sent images, but Trevor's going to forward them to me so I can use them, and then send you some ideas so we can get that put out so you can have a space on the page right away. That is my biggest task for this week. The rest of it is just good vibes, good prayers, good chants for me as I hit the rest of my day. Nothing scary or major today, just an echo and meeting with my surgeon. So that's all. Hopefully that he says great things and I'm ready to go forward and get things crossed off my list. So that's it for me. I'll throw the ball to Amy. What do you got, Ames?
I don't know. I feel like I'm sort of in a waiting period.
Are you jamming soon?
I will be. I don't know. I mean, I don't really have. That's really funny. 2 screens. I am too busy to make jam right now, but in a couple weeks I will.
You got a lot of strawberries.
Yeah, I got a lot of strawberries. That's awesome.
It is.
It's a good problem to have.
It is.
Thank you.
Cool. Topaz, what you got? What can we support you with?
Trevor, do you need I want to send you the intro outro. Should I send it to you or send it to Brianna?
You can send it to both of us. That way we can continue to use it, because if you send it, this is maybe kind of silly, but if you want to save time, send it to NumOspect at Common Leaders, and then it goes to our group email, which is like if y'all don't know what a group email is in your Gmail, it can be a really great business tool, because you can put like a backup person on it. So like you could, like my normal email is Trevor and Breeze's Comms Wizard at Common Leaders, but this isn't a real email address. It's almost like a forwarding address, so it goes to there first and then it goes out to both of us. So it's kind of like a redundancy in your communications. That being said, that's probably the best way to make sure we both get it.
Tamara!
Tamara!
Hi, TT. Hey,
hello. It's breaking up. I don't know if you guys can hear me. How are you guys?
Fine.
Good. How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing good. Getting ready. Just finished interpreting, and I'm on my way to my house. It's a 2-hour drive, and then heading to the airport.
You look so cool.
I don't understand.
No?
I don't understand what you guys said. I don't know if you can hear me well, but I don't understand. I'm not understanding. It's breaking up.
Should we just sit in silence while Tamara can't hear us? I think that would be super funny. Should we just talk, like, wait till she says something?
Oh my God.
You look super cool, Tamara. If you watch this later...
Right. See what you did, Trevor? See what you did? Oh, now she's back. Can you hear us now, Tamara? She's like, nope, can't hear you.
Every time you say something, it's like a robot.
Oh.
Maybe we should talk slower so the robot is more understandable, and it has to translate a little bit Les, Timara, is that working better
Oh my
for
gosh.
you? Question mark.
I don't want to mess up with her while she's driving.
Yeah, don't mess with her, Trevor.
She's smiling. I feel like that's all we
Yep.
needed to see to know that things are good.
She's okay.
All right. High five. Everybody put their hands in. If we only did one thing right today, that was a good start. We got Tamara to smile a couple times. I feel like that's a big dub for everyone. Safe travels. Wishing her safe travels as we get ready to wrap here. Creator Lab is fun today. Scoob was in the chat. No surprise, even though he couldn't be here. Just so everybody knows, quick shout out to him. He works about like 80 hours a week, he estimated to me, and that's before he goes to work on his podcast, I think. So I'm working really hard to make sure that our affiliate things work out heavily in favor of anyone who is helpful with us. So we sometimes upcharge on a few things to what I really feel comfortable with, but it's in the hope that people will pay a little bit more, knowing that a lot of it's going to go to a rep who is helping out and who's going to guide you through the process. And I know that Scoob is going to treat people well. He really inspires a lot of that. And Amy, you too, and Topaz, everybody on this call inspires wanting to make things really, really equal in any way we can. And I just wanted to shout out Scoob, because if there's anything any of us can do to just drive a little extra business his way, because he's trying to get over the bump to drop one of his jobs so he can have more time to work on his business. And I think we all got a lot of love for that. So I wanted to send good vibes his way. Of course, to you, Topaz, because you are launching so many things and you have so many connections. And I'm sure you're feeling a little bit of weight right now, but I think we're all super stoked for you. And nobody is surprised by it. Amy, also not surprised by the sense of calm you brought to us today. So thank you for that, for just saying that things are okay. And that's great to be okay, because that's awesome. We need that. And Bree, for the strength that you are, for all the badassery that you bring, no matter what the hell goes down, we will be there for you. We love the hell out of you, and we cannot function without you. So tell them not to miss, please, whatever they're doing.
I will tell them.
Tell
Thank
them to do
you
a good
guys.
job.
Thank you so much.
I will see you guys later.
See you guys.
Bye. Nam yo ho renge kyo.
What she said.
See ya.